Hi, I'm Erin.
And I'm Lauren.
And today we're going to show you how to make Kitchari.
So Kitchari is basically the Indian equivalent of chicken noodle soup. It's a great food to eat if you're feeling a little bit low energy or you need to give your digestion a little bit of a rest.
It's easy to add into your weekly menu plan because it doesn't take a lot of time to prep, and most of the items are pantry items.
And what's great about mung beans is that they have tons of protein. So one cup alone has 49 grams of protein. So if you're an athlete or you're just looking to kind of up your protein content, mung is the way to go. And then we also have basmati rice, which is a simple, easy to cook grain. There's no husks, so that doesn't interfere with digestion. And then we have tons of spices here too that also help along with the process and make it a little bit more medicinal and easier to digest.
I also like Kitchari for after the holidays or need to have something easy to digest. So if life's getting a little complicated or your diet's gotten a little bit complicated, a day of Kitchari can be just what you need to reset digestion and help to balance out energy levels. So we're going to start with about a tablespoon of ghee, and we'll melt it over a heat of about medium heat, and we just want to get it so that it's melted enough. And we want it melted enough so we can drop our spices in. So this is a spice blend that has turmeric and ginger, cumin, coriander, fennel, hing, salt, basil. So if you make a blend and have it on hand, this is enough for a bunch of batches. So we'll use about a teaspoon for this batch. And once the ghee is melted and the spices have been incorporated into the ghee, I'll then add this is a batch for maybe 2 people, so I have a half a cup of basmati rice that's been soaked and rinsed. And I have a half a cup of mung beans that have been soaked and rinsed. And what I want to do is coat the mung beans and rice in the ghee and the spices, just until they're coated. And once they're coated, I'll add in the water. Usually it's you can think about 4 parts water per part of mung bean and rice. So since I have a cup of mung beans and rice total, a half a cup each, I'm gonna put in about 3 to 4 cups of water. And bring the water up to a boil, and then once it's up to the boil, turn it down to simmer, and generally it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to cook uncovered. We start the Kitchari on high so we can bring it up to a boil, and then once it's come to a boil, you can bring it down to a simmer. So it just spends about 30 to 45 minutes on the stove. And you'll notice at the beginning some of the spices will float to the top, and then by the time you've gotten to the end, the spices will incorporate into the beans and rice.
So this spice mix is great for increasing the digestibility of Kitchari. It's great for increasing your Agni or digestive fire, helps with inflammation, and it's just great to have on hand. It's also really good on popcorn or any seasonal vegetables that you're roasting.
Our Kitchari has been cooking for about 30 to 45 minutes, and you'll know it's done when you no longer see the definition of the beans and the rice, and it becomes a unified dish. And so I'm going to pour it off hot into the bowl, and Lauren here is going to put on some of her favorite toppings.
So some of my favorite toppings on Kitchari is cilantro. It's great in the summertime. It's nice and cooling. So we'll add some of that. Squeeze of lemon, so this is beautiful. You can also use lime. Lemon gives it a really nice, bright flavor. And then of course salt, because that enhances all the spices we already have going on in there. And then if you'd like a little extra ghee, because ghee makes everything delicious, you can add just a little dabble of that, and your Kitchari is all set. Bon appetit.